Do you want to wake up and escape and watch your favorite cartoons? Galaxy Made Studios has brought back a new Saturday morning cartoon program for everyone to watch. Started with one full toddler hour with your friend Roxon on Rox's School Day. Coyote King and Battleship AI. Thanks for watching. See you on Early Saturday Cartoon Kids.
What's good, y'all? I'm trying to just clear up the screen. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Royce Rodriguez. We are finally back. It's been a couple of days, I think, since I last talked to you guys, but what's good? We are back. We on the Static Mic live event, talking to you guys about a new day, a new time, and some topics to talk about. Also, for you guys to talk about, what are we gonna make us decide whether we're gonna go to Dorney Park or if we're gonna go to Six Flags. But we're gonna look through all that stuff soon. But before we get to that, we're just gonna talk about our nonsense of today's. You know what I mean? Um, in particular, you know what I mean? I hope everybody's having a great wait. Hold up, I didn't do the introduction. It's your boy Royce Rodriguez. We are here on the Static Mic live event. It's a sponsored event from Galaxy Made Studios. You already know it's the same old thing. When we on the show, you gotta bring the static. That's what we like. We like the simple things, but the drama. But not the deep drama sometimes, because sometimes the deep drama gets personal, and we don't want the personalness to be that serious unless it's something serious. You know what I mean? I just don't like to promote negativity or violence or anything like that. So at any point in time, in any time of our show or any live event, anybody's on the background of me or whoever might be in the room with me, in any case like that, you know, there can be a show, or anything could happen and being behind me. So you know what I mean, we're there for the whole event, but at the same time, it's just, it is what it is. If we're just talking and you talk smack and you get whatever you need to get out on the Static Mic Live, you already know. You just say whatever. It's live. There's no edits, no cuts. We don't do if, ands, or buts. All right. So, and it's your boy Royce Rodriguez. So, welcome to the Static Mic Show. We live. I hope everybody's having a wonderful hump day. It is Wednesday. If you just checked out my eyes, look at that thing. I totally forgot. Um, my shit is sketchy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm seeing that I'm very very sketchy on the visual effects, but for some reason I see myself clearly. But I could see when I'm watching myself do certain things, I'm looking a little sketchy. And I don't have a bad camera. I don't. So I'm not supposed to look like this sketchy. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But we just managing for now, and also because I think the Wi-Fi is a little beat right now too. So, other than that, like I said, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. It is Hump Day. Having a decent day. Like I said, it's not bad. Chilling. Went to work. Did the work thing. I just showed you guys the editing of not the editing, but the content to the Galaxy Made Studios. Early Saturday Cartoon Kids will be coming out soon. You know what I mean? Working hard on that. Have I been slacking a little bit? Yes, obviously, because I'm just working on other things too, and also dealing with my personal life, which is what is probably the hardest to deal with. But other than that, yeah, creating the story, that's already there and all that stuff. So that's not really worried. It's just more of getting the content out. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. And it takes money and it takes time and people's time. So it's hard to work when you're doing it by yourself, but you know, building a team, and you know, it's like by now I should have had a team, but I just been going through a lot of shit, like you've seen in my previous videos, and I've been going through a lot of shit for quite some time. So it's no real excuse, but it feels like I'm mentally putting some shit sometimes again, and that's kind of like my fault because sometimes I put myself in those mental things. Like I beat myself up by doing those certain things to myself instead of just focusing on myself. I focus on other things other than myself, and that's excuse me, and that's shit. Oh boy, and that's on. I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I saying a second ago? Totally forgot. I lost my train of thoughts. I was just focusing on other things. See how I just lost my train of thought? That's my problem. I'm always just like that, and then when it becomes, that's how my brain works. You know what I mean? It just like moves that way, to where one thing loses my focus to the next, and then I forget what I was doing the other, or it's just a mental break that I'm just going to I'm dealing with because of life is pushing me and where I'm positioned at right now. I'm not gonna act like it's the best position, but I'm not even gonna act like it's the worst position. But at the same time, it's just a mental thing that I'm really going through, and I think it's affecting me in ways where I just never thought it would be before. But I guess that's understandable to any person in general. But at the same time, is yeah, I deal with my problems, the way I'm supposed to. So I hope everybody else deals with their problem. They always don't take yourself too far. Um, I don't believe in the idea of suicide because that's not something I think about or had thoughts of in any case to hurt myself. But it is a scary thought, like if you used to do stuff like that, you know what I mean? So don't put yourself in any positions of shit like that because I don't promote any of that type of stuff. I'm not okay with that type of stuff. JDF, the Green Ranger, has passed away from unfortunately unaliving himself. And I don't really like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that word. Um, yeah, it's something that I hope nobody falls to for any type of thing. Just deal with your problems the way you need to deal with them. Get a therapist. I also gonna need a therapist as bad as that. You know what I mean? I need a bad one soon because it's like I'm going through so much, but I don't put myself in it to go get it as like urgency because I'm not hurting anyone. At least I don't think I am, but what I mean, I'm just not hurting anyone to need that. By the same time, it's just when you need therapy, go get it. Don't be afraid to go get it. You know what I mean? Therapy helps. I'm talking to other people helps, especially as somebody that you can talk to and that can understand you, um, and at least give you advice. You know what I mean? Because not many people I talk to you and give advice. You know what I mean? So they usually just listen and move on with their day, and that's okay. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to sit there and feel bad for me, and stuff, or feel bad for anybody who tells you a story about their life and shit like that. So I don't expect anybody to do that. I just I can just put or just to talking to myself, I can just put myself down in certain ways because I see things a different way than other people do, and it's a learning process sometimes. You know what I mean? But I'll get past it, and those are the little things I ain't going through. That's just the craziness of my time. That's just recently happened. Recently that I've recently talked to you guys. Other than that, it's just been on. I just been on the mental stuff and dealing with my life in general. Going to work and trying to figure out what I really want in life completely and stuff like that. And that's just mainly it. Other than that, I've been chilling. I've been good, decently healthy. I would say because I'm not saying I eat perfect, but decently healthy and still living, still above ground. Thank you, Jesus. But other than that, um, I hope everybody does the same for themselves whenever they need to do because mental health is real. You know what I mean? And I say anybody that's going through it, just definitely you'll be okay. Just go check out yourself and go do things for yourself. You know what I mean? Just so yourself could get better. But other than that, I've been in a smooth position right now. Not in the best position, but I've been in a good position, chilling, doing what I have to do. Don't mind my bed is very purple, but that's for a reason. But other than that, I hope everybody's good and everybody's chilling like a villain. I had a couple of topics to talk about, but we're gonna get to the Dorney Park or the Six Flags talk soon. But I need to grab that paper. You know what I mean? And I wish I could just go and get it right now. You know what I mean? For a second, but I don't even want to get up. I don't want to do any of that. You know what I mean? I'm because I just got out of work, came here, chilling, and I walked a lot, stood up a lot, and I walked because I had to go get stuff and all that too. So now I'm here talking to you guys, doing a live event, giving you guys some insight on what my life has been for the last few days. Um, yeah, and mentally, trying to figure myself out is the biggest thing. Other than that, No real personal problems. Life has been pretty good. The lady's been pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just me. It's a me defeat me type thing. You know what I mean? So that's why I say pay attention to yourself anytime you feel like something's up. But yeah, let's get to those topics. But I need to go grab that paper. And these dogs is wilding out. Hold on. Let me go get that paper real quick. Right. So in the beginning topic, it was basically about me. You know what I mean? It was literally about me. So I had to talk about. You know what I mean? So I talked about me. That's all it was. That's all that was been going on. So if you was here for the first 10, 15 minutes of my talk, then you heard it. Take care of yourself. That's the main thing. Um next topic, bro. I was just having this conversation, right? And I don't know if it's me or I've come to the type of conclusion. It's not just me because I just had this conversation with other people, and not just the significant other, but it's just also I think one of my friends, and I think my mother, my brother, or some shit like that. I forgot who it was. I don't remember who I had the conversation with also. But I know I had it more than once. It basically how last year, um, in the summer, there was no Halloween stuff out until at least September. The beginning of very beginning of September, I feel like at least. This year, I don't know if it's just happening upstate where I'm at, but this year the Halloween stuff was out way before July 4th. I don't know if that was happening in any other state or it was just my state, but I know it just kept happening over here where we just saw Halloween and Thanksgiving and fall stuff out before July 4th. So the topic is basically, is anybody like seeing this too? Like, is anybody realizing that, yo, something's up, bro? Like, come on, like, are we not like bugging out right now? Like, why are they pushing time so fast? Like, why are they pushing our time to freaking go through the holidays and through the years fast? Why are they pushing age fast? Why do they want people to age so fast? You know what I mean? Because it's kind of crazy that apparently like certain third world countries is like not even in our timeline because they have a different type of calendar. Um, and I don't know those in particular type of places are they. I don't know the names, maybe Ethiopia type of thing, but that's just the idea. I don't know the exact name, which ones though, but I just know I feel like I seen a video where somebody was from a different place was talking to somebody, and they said that their calendar is so far behind or some shit like that, and it's not at the time that we're at the time because they have like 13 months or whatever it is, or they got, I don't know, they doing something differently than we are. I don't understand that shit because everybody has a way of saying some bullshit about what it is, and I'm tired of just hearing what it is. Like, I'm just going by what I believe and what the Bible was basically trying to tell us. And I'm talking about the real shit from the Bible, not like that shit that they just try to feed us all the time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff. I want the details and the real shit. You know what I mean? Like, to know what's up than to be locked in on the idea of somebody's creating a book. And I'm not saying I don't believe in the book. That's not what I'm saying. So don't get my words twisted, or there's gonna be real problems if you dare try to violate my religion, because I did not say that. I'm just saying sometimes you have to understand that in reality, how people think like myself, that a lot of them, when there's a New Testament every time, apparently they making a new description, like new, like they found more stuff out to add into it to create the new stories. But if this was a language that nobody was able to read, how is it that they're able to decipher these stories? Is what I don't get. But like I said, it's not like I can say I don't believe in the book because I do. I very much do. It's just that I'm not gonna sit here and say everything that they're trying to tell us because there's a New Testament every time. It's facts, but I go by what I've always heard since I was a kid, and that's the stuff I go by. I don't go by all the brand new stuff that people are telling each other and all this stuff that is showing on AI about what God said and all that stuff. I don't believe none of that bull crap because all that stuff is half of that stuff is probably bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know what I mean? You can't believe any of that stuff. I go by what I was taught when I was younger. You know what I mean? Compared to what they say about all the stuff with God and all that stuff now. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say I don't believe everybody. I just saying I don't believe the certain things. You know what I mean? And this is not to shorten myself of God at all. I love God like anybody else who loves God. You know what I mean? And I'm on His side. I'm down with God, and you know me. But other than that, yeah, it's crazy. Back to the topic. It's just that it seems like they trying to push the agenda of like Halloween so fast and push time so fast. So I don't understand what's the government's idea of doing that. You know, pushing time so fast. Like I don't even see time to be that way. I try to like portray my time to be perfect, like as much time as I could to be perfectly fine and perfectly like damn, I don't know how to say it. Like I'm trying to make my time be worth it, basically. And I don't believe just because they throw Halloween stuff out, that pushes time. I think it pushes the mind to believe time is moving that way. And that's how like myself or the person that I have a conversation with or anybody, you know what I mean, I have the conversation with about that realizes, yo, this stuff is out way too early. That's because we know when we were younger, none of this stuff was out until literally October time. Like, and if people put stuff out early, it wouldn't be at no fucking stores on the shelves until literally probably September, mid September. You start seeing more Halloween stuff. You know what I mean? It was like something like that. Now we started getting that shit early July, bro, early July. It was in my Family Dollar, the Dollar Trees, the Marshalls. I'm looking at everywhere. I'm just like, why are we getting Halloween stuff? And then I'm seeing all over TikTok people putting Halloween stuff and then fireworks for July 4th. And I'm like, how is this even happening right now? Like, how we have two like things? And my idea is just like, I don't know if they're pushing the agenda or trying to get that stuff out so they can sell it before so they can sell that stuff before they have all that stuff left. You know what I mean? I feel like in a business sense too. You know, and I get that too. Like if you're trying to do that in early, but it kind of sucks because it kind of like pushes the, like I said, the mind or the person to believe like, why are we being pushed an agenda? And it feels like time is moving fast too. At sometimes, I'm not gonna say every day, but sometimes it feels like time move fast. Like today felt like time flew for me. It's 6:24. I felt like when I got up, I got out of work. I walked into work and I'm walking out of work. Sometimes I'm home and my girl's at work. What? Like that's not what? My day usually feels long. And I'm with you guys right now, just talking. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, show some love. You already know. If you view my channel, just show some love. It's the Static Mike channel. We are live trying to do our thing, and you know we're trying to talk about everything and everything and bring the static. So make sure you know where you at. It's a sponsored event by Galaxy Made Studios. Hey, you already know. But other than that, that agenda of them trying to push that shit kind of like blows mine because of the fact that I feel like I don't usually start any of my stuff until like September because like for Halloween. But because I love Halloween. Anybody knows me, I love Halloween. Do I need the decorations all over the place? No. Do I need like do I need decorations in general and candy? No, I really don't. I don't love candy like I used to when I was a kid anyway. And I'm a chocolate type of candy eater, no homo type shit anyway. So it's just like that's more of my thing. Like I'm more into that type of candy. Like I could care less for hard candy and gum like I used to. I chew gum here and there, obviously, because I like a good, I like good breath. But at the same time, it's just like I'm more of a chocolate and I don't need the Halloween stuff. I don't need all the crazy thing. I'm more into the costumes and looking like the character. That one is way better. You know what I mean? I feel like I enjoy that compared to having decorations and all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I like some decorations of yes, I can do shit like that, especially because I do it for my boys. My boy, I got that a little bit in the house when I was younger, a little, very little. But it was like they tried to, even though we didn't. Oh, see, my shit just went up, flashed. My light just went up. Why does it do that? I have no idea. I don't know if that's like night vision or something, but the light has always been the same, so I'm confused. But I like the way this is like a little brighter here, but it looks bad on my TV. Yeah. Anyway, and I'm not being conceited watching myself. By the way, I'm just watching how the effects of it because some of it is lagging, and I don't like it. Um. But anyway, I rather the costume and play the part than to be in the house. I mean, and looking at decorations and all that stuff. Cause yeah, I don't mind that stuff either at all. But I do it for my kids more than anything. I do it because I want them to have the experience. I had sort of that experience in my house, but it was more for like my sister when she was growing up. They didn't really do it during my time. Christmas, we definitely got. Now we can move to the topic of Christmas. Christmas for sure, we definitely got. Christmas and Halloween, the agenda's being pushed like early. Anybody that's on the live, show some love. Anyway, thank you for showing up on the live. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, just comment, say what up, say hi, say holas, cómo estás if you're Spanish. Um, but yeah, pushing the agenda of Halloween and Christmas is basically the same thing because I'm seeing like a little bit of Christmas stuff. As I went to the store today, I went to the store today literally to go get some charcoal for the grill because it's still nice out and it's still summer and I'm still sweating outside. So I don't understand how the fuck are they having like Halloween and Christmas shit out. So I saw a little bit of Christmas stuff and I'm just like, wait, Halloween right here and they put like a couple of ornament stuff on Christmas already. Yo, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like I barely even think. And don't get me wrong, Christmas is my time of year. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving I eat like the pigs on the street. You know what I mean? That's how I eat. Start arresting them. Just gobble gobble gobble. No diddy. And when it comes to like Christmas, I'm usually the giver. I don't care about getting. Not that I said I don't like getting, because I do like to receive gifts, but I'm not the one to ask. You know what I mean? I can care if you give me one or not. I'm not gonna feel no type of way. I'm not gonna be like, whatever. That's how you feel. I got you a gift. You got me a gift. I ain't like that shit. But I'm just more of the giver. I like to decorate for my kids. I love the decorations of Christmas, so I go all in as much as I can. On Christmas time because I like to see I like that. I was raised in that vibe. You know what I mean? I was raised in the vibes of Christmas for some reason. I was just like, anytime it was Christmas, the vibes was always high all year through the holidays. I don't know why. And it's just always, I try to always keep it like that. I prefer it like that. Uh, Um, it was traditional like that at one point, but then it stopped because family broke apart. People had their differences. Everybody's doing this. Everybody's doing that. Everybody got their own lives. So that's one. And two, not everybody's the same anymore. You know what I mean? Everybody's living their own lives and can't take a joke or you know sometimes people don't want to be around people anymore because they have personal drama and just don't want anything. I don't know. It can be anything. It's sad to say that it goes that way, but at the same time, it's something that I do enjoy yearly and year round, and I'm definitely always gonna enjoy yearly and year round. Never stop enjoying that. Whether I had kids or not, I would still be putting up decorations. So when I was living in my main room by myself, and my boy, that's what I mean by man's, my boy's crib. Um, when I was in my main room, I decorated my room. You know what I mean? To have Christmas vibes and all that stuff. And it's just a room, but it's not a place I didn't decorate when it was Christmas. When it came to Halloween, I didn't go hard for that. Nah, I didn't go hard at all. I went for my costumes, yeah, I did, but not for my decorations. So the idea of that was based on anyway for Halloween and Christmas is because the topic was based on why they pushing the agenda so early. You know what I mean? Like this agenda shit of them having everything so early the way they are is crazy because now they have me and my lady talking about uh um decorations for Halloween and all that stuff, and how this and that, or whether we're gonna do a party or not, or whether we're gonna do this, or you know what I mean. And I didn't even want to get there. I just wanted to enjoy some barbecue. You know what I mean? I didn't even want to get to that mindset already because I'm already like like in a mental mind state of other things, but. I'm not gonna sit here and put the idea of what it is down because I enjoy Halloween and she knows it, and everybody knows it. We're gonna turn up with a cup at any time when it's come to Halloween. But when it comes to Halloween, I'm more about the costumes than I am about the decorations, and decorations more for my kids when it comes to that, or if I'm having a party type thing. But no party, why have a decorations, man? If we're not gonna do that, not that I don't think they're not cool. They're cool. They are. Halloween decorations is cool, but do I care for it? No. Just for my kids, yes. So I'll put all the crazy shit up anyway for them. So that's something I would do during that time, and I have done throughout my years. So it's not like I did it every year for the last 5 years. I've putting up Halloween decorations just 5 years straight, literally. So and this year's gonna be six probably. So it's never stopped. But the idea that they pushing the agenda of Halloween and Christmas that fast is crazy. It's just bananas. It's like I'm over it. Um, yeah, I'm over the fact that it's like they're pushing time so fast. So now I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no rush to do shit. I'm not trying to be in no rush to do shit. I'm just trying to maintain a steady pace. So I know I'm maintaining and not doing what I'm supposed to do. But when it comes to Christmas, I'm always trying to be ahead because I try to get gifts early. I try to do that shit early because of the fact that that's just my ordeal. I like to get that shit out the way because I don't want to worry about that shit on Christmas month. Because in Christmas month, I want to make sure I got the money to go party. You know what I mean? And enjoy myself. I want to enjoy my holiday season. Everybody got the gifts. Everybody got their stuff. Everybody's chilling. We about to vibe. I want to vibe for the rest of the December to the next year because God gave me another year to go on. You know what I mean? So that's more of my vibe. That's how I be picking up. Oh, I got to have my neck turned out certain way. Been sleeping wrong. Been having body issues. I've been having bodily issues. Like not like weird shit, like diseases and shit. But I'm talking about like malfunctionings, shit. Like it's crazy. I've been having the wildest life and shit, like having a lot of mental breaks, bro. A lot of tears. Tell you right now, not like bawling, but just trying to figure life out and shit. So I hope everybody's doing chilling like a villain of penicillin. Get yourself straight. I'm chilling, like I said. Um, Life is smooth. It's just that you I when you're in competition with yourself, you tend to beat yourself up a lot more, and that's something I'm trying not to do to myself because of the fact that I see I should be in better standards. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like I should be in a better position at this point, but I'm not. You know what I mean? But I'm working on it, and I'm doing the best I can. So I'm not hating life. I'm just living it. Next topic. Uh, Honestly, the next one was supposed to be about like the Six Flags trip and all that stuff, but we could still just go into that anyway. Cause oh wait, before we even get into that, did anybody see that whole streaming fight? Oh, cause on this past Saturday it was a bunch of fights. Everybody was fighting, and I think everybody almost got knocked out. Like it was just knockouts after knockouts after knockouts. Deshae, first of all, because they was at the brand boxing with this guy Aiden Ross. He was what was it? Let me see. Deshae got slapped up, but he got slapped up by somebody for real, for real. Like they was on some bullshit. I'm gonna see if I pull it up. And Deshae tried to slap him back, but he just like missed him. He just like swung and missed the fence for everything, and he had the opportunities to do it. He just kept missing. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or he was just scared to hit him in that sense because he was just just not focusing or whatever the shit. But let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, it was at the brand risk. He got slapped up. Yeah, he got slapped up and shit like that. It was because of the fact that they had this fight, and the day that they had I think the Mafia-thon or some shit was going on. They had, I don't know if it was the Mafia-thon or something was going on where they had the fight, and I think it's Silky's house, or no, play Black Boy Max. I think his name is Black Boy Max. There was that Black Boy Max, and he got slapped. They had a boxing match, and I guess the Shade beat him. So I guess now the guy that beat him, oh, this is it, I think right here. The guy that beat him slapped him after.
I'll beat the fuck out you.
Boom. You saw that shit? Yeah. Yo, you saw that? So like that was a knockout that day. But nah, there was knockouts, real knockouts, like boxing match knockouts.
That's some action, bro. I will beat you.
I'm gonna just go into this so you can see that particular hit. But he was mad that whole day. He was like mad for the rest of the night after being slapped up like that. I would too. And now I guess he wants to fight him. Let me see if I can pull that.
Oh, get in it.
All right, let's see if y'all see it right here. Watch.
What get it? Hey, 80, set it up. Hey, 80, set it up.
Boom. Ooh. Slapped him. See, he tried to slap him, but he kept missing him.
Thank God I'm not close to that. Holy shit. I love it. I love it. Way to get you one in, nigga.
Hey, that was
way to get you one in.
This shit is tight.
I love it.
That was Saturday, though.
That's gotta happen.
He just said.
That was Saturday. Let me see. Let me do the brand wrist knockouts. I think I don't know, Austin and Broom was on there too or whatever. He knocked out Temper. Bro, Temper limped out, bro. Limped out, bro. And he gave him a knockout. Like, this was a serious knockout, but I could say Austin McBroom needed it because, you know, Austin McBroom's last fights got his ass whooped. Yeah, I mean, he got fucked up by this guy, whatever his name. He had a big ass nose, but he's another streamer. He got knocked out. This shit, this one was stupid. This was this guy versus him. This little guy beat him because he gave up fighting him. Like, come on. Shit was stupid. This is one of the stupidest fights. This whole brand race, some of it is stupid. Bang, if y'all seen that, Bang is him. He knocked out his opponent by the ribs, so he gave him the first round. Look. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. He told him to get back up. He got right back up. Boom, boom. Put him back down. He kept counting. And that was it. Sit. Still up. All the way. Sit. Game over. That was the TKO right there for that one.
That hook, bro.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about. Where Austin McBroom.
Yeah, he keeps sitting on that hook.
That hook, bro.
Yeah.
He's got to throw the jab, bro.
Try to keep it in the middle, but
Yeah, he keeps sitting on that hook.
Hook. He's a hooker.
He's a hooker.
watch.
Yeah, he keeps sitting on that hook.
See, there it is again.
This could be a
Boom. Limb. This guy went limb.
That hook, bro.
Yeah.
He's got to throw the jab.
He got brutally knocked out, bro. Brutally.
I don't know how you feel about it, but a lot of guys.
We feel
All right, this could be a great fight, though, guys.
Some people don't know how to use their reach, though.
See, Austin's on.
Well, Austin was losing the fight a bit too because he was just getting punched in his face, but was smiling the whole time. So that's why I kind of felt like it was a plan in a bit because
No, that's what I'm saying.
he was just smiling the whole time. What boxer's fighting in a real fight and smiling? But I think he just thinks he's he can really fight like that. So he's just laughing at his opponent, thinking he's gonna intimidate him with his smile. Like he's not taking a punch. Like he's not affected by the opponent's.
Tommy's got to get inside that.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree.
By his opponent or whatever. But
Yeah, true.
Tommy was putting their hands on him for a little bit. Oh, see? That's what he was doing to him. That's what he was giving a little some. But then he's just smiling the whole time. And then that's when Austin got, that lucky hit.
Tommy won a few months ago.
Because he ducked his head. He didn't know he was going to hit him. You could see.
Throw that jab. Clean jab by Austin there. Oh! Tommy felt that one. Tommy's trying to knock him out with that hook, bro. He's got to throw the jab, bro. And just hook. He's a hooker.
He's a hooker.
Yeah, he keeps sitting on that hook.
See, there it is again. This could be a good fight.
That's how he went,
This could be
bro.
a great fight, though, guys.
That's how he went. That is how he went. The other person I was talking about, that got the knockout, what's his face? Oh, what? There was a press conference. Oh, yeah, with these two guys. Yeah, that they almost fought. I did not see this, but I got to see that. So we're going to watch that right after. What was the other one that was just past Saturday? Who was fighting? And what's his name? Damn, what's his name? Who fought Saturday in the main event? And I missed it I missed it too because I think I fell asleep. Who was it? Who for Saturday? Who for Saturday? Who for Saturday? Who the fuck fought on Saturday, bro? I totally forgot. Man, what's his names? Damn, who was that? And he got hit, but he didn't touch the canvas apparently. Yeah, I can't pinpoint, but somebody just fought this Saturday and all that stuff. But I forgot who the hell it was, man. Let me see if I go on Showbiz the adult because he was there. Showbiz. Showbiz. That was, he's going to say, it's going to show. He did. It was Raleigh Romero versus Teofimo Cruz. Teofimo Cruz, right? Yeah. Lopez. Teofimo Lopez. I don't know why I say Cruz because I've been calling that guy Cruz for like years. But yeah, their fight was crazy. But personally, I think Raleigh had it. In my opinion,
Zepbound is the first and only prescription.
Listen to me. You don't have to, but I think Raleigh had it.
It's a treatment that helps reduce breathing interruptions.
Sad to say, Raleigh had it.
It even helped me drop some pounds. Not mad at that.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2.
Don't have to. This isn't the full fight. This is the highlights, so you can't judge it on this. This is small highlights.
What to watch for early for me is the discipline of Rolly Romero. He was extreme. Busted Lopez open.
And that's that power, that left-handed power of Rolly Romero. It's a long, strong hook, and that's
certainly. But in the all fight, he's been doing this. He's been fighting this way the entire time.
There's a four-punch combination all over to the body.
Counter punch from Lopez. That was a nice catch and counter from Teofimo Lopez. But give credit where.
If you live for the game,
then you know Sports Talk
isn't a solo act. It's a debate.
And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app. Find your favorite local sports radio station.
But yes,
use
hold
the
on.
talkback feature too. Vent about that blown call.
Go crazy over that miracle victory.
And your voice could be heard next to mine. Or mine. Or ours.
But yeah, that's been happening. Remove that. On the screen. Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what happened. That's the craziness that was happening on the Saturday. It was wild. There was a bunch of boxing shit. There was mad stuff going on boxing on Saturday, which was gonna be happening, I think, this weekend or the following weekend. Um, don't remember. Terrible with names. But other than that, yeah, that happened. That was a good time to watch that and shit. But yeah, I think Teofimo lost, in my opinion. Either that or was a draw. It could be a draw, but they gave it to him because I feel like at this point they were desperate. Teofimo needs that win more than anything. Without that win, he would have been considered a less of a boxer to fight now because he went from all talking to nothing and all that stuff, and then talking all that stuff to Raleigh. But everybody know Raleigh's a hard punching monster. He's a beast. Like if you see the post conference and you see Raleigh clean, he looks like he never even fought. If you used to see, he looked like he never even got into a fight at all. If you look at Teofimo, he looked like he got fucked up. I don't understand how they gave it to Teofimo. They say he landed more punches. What can you do? They apparently one of the judges saw something different than the others or whatever because the other ones, that was my mouse. Dropped my mouse. Apparently the other ones saw Teofimo busting that ass somehow. I don't even know. I really can't tell you how they saw that, but that's them. Yeah. But other than that, we're gonna get into deciding now. We gotta decide whether we going to Dorney Park. I love me a Dorney Park. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been on the new rides on that Bad Boys either, and they've been pretty decent there too. You know what I mean? Because I seen a couple of videos from the last 2 years, and they had like decent coasters that people apparently don't like, but it's still there. So, and some of those were, and though I think like 2 or 3 rides that are there now that are built that I haven't been on. So we're gonna see what's in that park first on both parks. We're gonna put like a video view of somebody viewing the parks or telling us what rides is in there, and then we just decide from there because I guess that's the best way to go. And I might do the Halloween horror stuff, but I did that like a few years back, and it was so bad. Like we stood on line for nothing. It was not even worth the wait because it scared nobody. Nobody was scared. It was like one. It was yeah, bro. I was on 2 hours to wait for a fucking scare house that was not scary at all. It was not scary at all, bro. Like we wasted time just standing there when we could have been on fucking 3 different coasters 2 different times. Like, but other than that, we still got on rides and shit. It's not like that we didn't have a good time while we was in there. But the point is the better time was at when the houses were a lot scarier, and that's when I was younger. I don't know if they can make these houses any scarier like they do now, like, you know, that stuff. And I don't go to like those scary, like weird houses and all that stuff. I just go to a regular normal house because I ain't trying to be touched weirdly, you know, something like that, because then I'll just go off. I don't like being touched at all. So that's why, yeah. And I'm not a germaphobe. I just don't like being touched by anybody. I don't like hands on me, nobody's arms, nothing. I just don't like being touched. I'm like almost Howie Mandel without being the extra Howie. Like Howie Mandel goes in on a little bit. He does a little too much. Like having gloves and a glass in front of him and all that stuff. Like that's a little too much. I'm more of like, I'll fist bump you, then shake your hand. And I won't touch you if I don't know you. Hello from a distance. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just it. I won't do any of that stuff anymore because after COVID, everybody's dirty. Not disrespectfully, but it seems like everybody have their ways of being dirty. I'm a dirty person too. Obviously, I got my way in doing it too, but I'm not perfectly clean. But I wash my motherfucking hands, and most people don't, and that's gross. I'm just saying. You use your hands for everything, and most people touch everything: their ass, their pussy, their dick, their nose, their ears, their eyes, their tongue, their mouth. They do everything. They touch their food. They touch money that goes everywhere, which is very dirty. They touch wallets. They touch phones that's been never cleaned. Nobody cleans, sits there and washes their phone every day. Like all this stuff, toes, all that shit, pussy, all that. And you gonna tell me you gonna give me a handshake, man? No, I don't do that. Anyway, back to topic of whether we're going to Six Flags or we're going to Dorney Park. So let's start looking it up and see what we can find to make our decision easier. Okay, Six Flags. Excuse me, I just burped. So if you didn't like it, too bad. Oh man, yo. Time for a new camera, I think. I think it is. It's like, no, this camera, it's the Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi, man. It's the Wi-Fi. But I should get a new camera because this is really old. I had this since what, like 2017, 18? Yeah, that's how old it is. That's how old it is. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time for I go. That's the new ride, that purple ride that they're building right now. 4 weeks ago. I just want to know what rides are available. Park updates, Legacy Museum, and park walkthrough. This is how long? 11 minutes. This is, when was this recorded? Should I get like a whole thing of popcorn 2 months ago?
Don't end up surrounded by.
I'll go to this in a second. 1 month ago. 6 Flags Hurricane Harbor. Okay. 4 months ago. 7 months ago. Guess 1 month ago is it? 2 hours ago. Fright Fest and Park Fest. Oh, see what's happening. Wait, this is Great Adventures? Great Adventures. Oh.
Hey guys.
Very recent, guys. Very recent. So we're going to check this video out, and then we're going to go to a Dorney Park, and then we're going to see how to decide which one is better, right? So if you guys are here with me live, show some love. Say hello. Say goodbye. Say, hey, you're making the right decision or you're making the wrong one. So let me know. Leave a comment. And if you don't want to leave a comment, then that's fine too. You're not hurting anybody but yourself. I'll be right back, but I'm still listening.
Great Adventure, mainly to check on any Fright Fest prep that might be going on and anything else that's changed at the park since we were last here. We were here for Jersey Coaster Adventure, the American Coaster Enthusiast event, which was on Saturday the 22nd. So I doubt there'll be too much to report on here, but I figure pop down real quick and make a quick visit since we're getting close to the end of daily operations here at the park. All right, so we just went ahead and ate at Mama Flora's to start off the day, and now let's see a quick drive-by of the Great Day Parade. So yesterday, Hypno Twister was, it had its top removed, and now its top is going back on. It's been closed for quite a while now, probably at least a month. So maybe that's a sign that's going to be reopening soon. I'm especially tired today, so I came over and grabbed another Hollywood Crush. As I said, I don't actually know when or if they're going to stop selling these. From what I understand, they've been very successful. You guys saw the most recent video. They sold 64 in a day. That was the day of the Ace event. I think total, they're getting close to 200, maybe over 200 total sales. So very popular, that's for sure. I imagine they'd probably want to keep it around since it's been doing so well, seemingly. As for over here at Bakanawa Station, I can't really tell if anything's really changed. I think up here, that kind of line there could be new, but otherwise, I can't really tell. Let's see if there's anything staged over the fence here. There very well could be. No, not really. There's a couple little pieces here and there, but not too much staged. All right, we just got off Toro. You see this line right here. The station is mostly empty. I'd say half empty. So I'm not sure what's going on with the lockers, but they're turning what should be probably, I don't know, 30-minute wait into more like a 60. Anyways, though, you know, it's Toro. Most of the wood, at least the top hand railings here along the bridge, have been replaced. You can see lots of new wood here. All right, we just got off of the real best ride in the park, Barrels of Fun. And we've been experimenting with different seating arrangements to figure out which one gives you the best spin. Zach, you want to explain what we just did?
So Colin and I sat on the two separate sides, like with the actual divider in the middle, not stacking all of our weight on one side. And so what we did was to start, you want all your weight on the right side since the first turn's a left turn, so you get all that weight on the outside.
So that's that new ride because I seen that being built. Well, I didn't see it being built, but I saw it like a video based on it being built. It's like the Wild Mouse thing. They built this shit fast when they were building the purple one. They built it, they tested it, and they just launched it. That's how they launched it this year.
Basically, and you go flying. That whole ending sequence there was like just the right rotation where I was so disoriented. I had no idea what was going on. I love this ride, although I'm not going to love it during Fright Fest because I feel like it's going to be quite a interesting ride to try to get on during Fright Fest. The queue is just getting to the switchbacks right now, and I'd imagine that during Fright Fest, we're probably going to see the switchbacks filled and maybe even spilling onto the midway. We'll see. But barrels of fun, barrels of fun, barrels of fun. Now we're over here towards the other end of the park, and you can see some lights on these trees. They're not going up super high. I'm thinking these might actually be new for the new Holiday in the Park as opposed to the old Holiday in the Park. If you guys haven't heard from park representatives, they're trying to make it clear that Holiday in the Park this year is not Holiday in the Park from years past. It's essentially a completely different event, much more in line with the Winterfest events that you would see at the parks.
Holiday in the Park.
Because I think we all would prefer.
Maybe I'll do Holiday in the Park in the next one. So say if I do Halloween in one, I'll do Holiday in the Park in the next.
What we now know is going to become Twisted Holidays for Fright Fest. This was formerly
Twisted
Wreckage.
Holidays.
Before that, it was Stranger Things. It was confirmed to us at the Ace event on Saturday that this will be Twisted Holidays, which explains why we see Krampus right there and a lot of other holiday-looking creatures, so to speak. I feel like I've seen these around before, so maybe this was supposed to.
I might have to see Krampus.
And then maybe last second they switched to Wreckage, which is definitely a possibility. If you went through Wreckage last year, it wasn't bad by any means, but it definitely felt like it was a little last second. So Twisted Holiday should be really cool. It's another park original house. We're gonna go around and get the other angle of these creatures for you.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Base 89.
And here's your view from the other side where you really get a good view of Krampus there. At least I'm 90% sure that that is Krampus. Still no word on what they're going to do with the former Chiller Observatory, which did serve as a sort of VIP lounge, a bar for quite some time. I really, really do hope it comes back, whether for Fright Fest holiday or just year round. It's a really, really great location that they did really, really cool stuff inside of. So hopefully we see this return sooner than later. All right, we decided to ride Justice League.
Justice
League. If it's
League.
any better, it's not. But some observations.
I love Justice League.
The first screen might be the worst synced of them all.
Wow.
I got basically no points on the first screen when I would normally get sometimes anywhere between 40,000 and 70,000 from the first screen. Nothing, because the blaster accuracy, the calibration was just completely.
This guy thinks he's.
I know you got a good amount of points, which shows how random it is in the car.
But yeah, I don't know why. Because the Justice League I grew up to when it first got built in that thing, and I was young when they first made the Justice League thing in there. I was like probably like 15, maybe 13, 14. I don't know what year that came out, somewhere around that time. And when it got built, it kind of reminded of when I went to Disney just not too long ago before that. And it was that interactive feeling of the screens and shooting and all that stuff. So ever since then, it's just all something I fell for. And obviously, Die Hard Superman and Justice League DC stuff. So that fits all the stuff that I like anyway. So, but when they put that in there and it gave you like a little Universal Studios feeling when you in the Marvel side, it was pretty fire to have. And I think they should really add this like more Universal type of rides into Six Flags. I think it'll be more expensive. Six Flags would be very much more expensive to go in, but I think you give a better immersed world if they was to put a lot more Universal rides that they have there in Six Flags parks, because a lot of interactive rides like that, like the way they do with Man in Black, the way they did with the Simpsons ride, E.T., stuff like that. And then obviously add roller coasters like the Hulk theme type shits, those types of stuff. Because if you make basically Six Flags into a mini Universal / Disney, you're gonna have big people and everybody coming to that motherfucker, because it's the new thing, and then you created something better. That's just what it is. But yeah, anyway,
yeah, so pretty close.
Back to the decision.
But this ride would be great if it was just get recalibrated. That would really do wonders. Also, maybe a rapid fire function on the trigger, so you're not destroying the buttons and the triggers. What we do is we start shooting with the trigger and like holding it up to our ear to see how good the button is, because a lot of these are like totally shot because of the fact that you have to spam it. And lasers would be nice too. Like, it could be a great ride. It just needs some TLC.
But look at George's, for example.
George's is great. Yeah. Even Magic Mountains, it's not perfect, but it's definitely better, especially with the calibration. As we're walking up to Nitro, we are seeing that it's posting a 90-minute standby wait and a 60-minute fast lane
Nitro.
wait. And there's nobody.
I'm on that like 3 times all night,
go
bro.
Investigate.
The night rides are crazy.
I know some of the ride ops like to mess around with the wait times. It does end back there, so it's a long line, but 90 minutes doesn't sound right unless it's on like one train. Well, minimally Nitro is on 2 trains, but look at the line on the exit with presumably EDA riders.
Nitro looking nasty.
Maybe Fastlane is going up the exit today.
Man, Nitro is lit. Nitro and the wooden roller coaster. I forgot what it's called.
To the exit.
Thunder.
Today
something.
One of those days for Nitro.
I don't know. I remember.
Trains, but
it's with the Longhorn thing. It's like a
all
bull.
the way up that
Almost,
exit,
but fire.
Which I think means that ADA riders also need to wait in that line, which is brutal, especially if you're in a wheelchair being stuck all the way down here. That's not fun. And if you haven't been on Roaring Rapids yet for the season, I would recommend doing it soon.
I only did that shit twice. I think they shut it down.
Probably a little more than a week until this ride's done. It usually closes after Labor Day, and I haven't heard anything other than that for this year, so I assume that Roaring Rapids will be closing Labor Day this year.
I did that Roaring Rapids. That's been there since I was a kid. I'm telling you, I was like 5, 6 years old. That shit's been there. And I've been on that probably like 6 or less times in my life.
So I certainly
I never really go on there, and I've been to front Six Flags every year almost.
Which, as Zach just said, should be called Devil District. I agree, but you got these 2 props up front here. I don't think they've really changed the layout of anything this year. Maybe like a couple feet off here and there. This is usually a pretty cool scare zone, especially because they play like heavy metal throughout all of it. There's another satanic. I don't even know. Yeah,
we love Jesus.
He's missing the bottom half of his body.
But we get the theme.
And then up here you got this like half tentacle thing with a skull on it. That's another interesting one. Also interesting, if the TV screen changes, you'll see the ride-ups like to have fun with the wait times sometimes. You got a 8-minute wait for Fastlane. How precise. And over here around the bend, this one is really cool because this lights up at night with fog.
Want to become a cybersecurity engineer? If you're tired of your current career, even though you're getting paid well, and you want to switch careers into IT so you can have...
I don't know if they have the fog machine installed in here yet. No, but usually they'll have a fog machine installed in here, and it goes off on a timer and like fills that whole thing up along with red and orange lights. It's really, really cool. Yeah.
Really cool.
Right here, you got one of those tentacle things down there, kind of dangerously close to the Junior Drill.
I know I haven't been on the Jersey Devils, so I'm getting locked yet. I got to get on that one. That's the one I've got to get on. I've never been on that one yet.
And then, of course, there's the main one here. Another one of those torso missing individuals.
That's why I say almost every year.
District, not Devil District. It really should be Devil District. This is a building that gets talked about a lot amongst locals here.
It used to be like the food
special events
court.
Building. This used to be Chop 6 before that Panda Express.
Yeah, it used to be a food court.
It's really
I remember that.
Underutilized throughout the main
I
season.
ate there.
I mean, you
yep.
can see it's basically
and then the tables were on the side.
I've been in
yep.
here before this year. I don't know why it just says 3 and 4.
I ate there before.
TVs. Too bad it doesn't say 6, 7. But I would love to see this open up as like a prestige lounge. Something that a lot of people have been complaining about with Great Adventure in particular is the lack of a prestige lounge, since that is one of the bigger selling points of getting a prestige pass as opposed to a gold pass. Even Dorney has a prestige pass or a prestige lounge, which you wouldn't think Dorney would be a park to have a prestige lounge, but they do, and somehow Great Adventure does. But like I said, it's still set up just like Chop 6 inside, and you get the great patio view back there as well when you go eat there when it's open. Last year during Fright Fest, they had this open in a somewhat limited capacity. Like they had the Jamaican jerk chicken here, and then sometimes it was closed off just for like the VIP tours. It was kind of back and forth, but I would love to see this get turned into a VIP lounge, or the Chiller Observatory, to open that back up and make that exclusive for prestige pass holders and by proxy Diamond Elite, VIP, and all that. But I definitely think Great Adventure needs something along those lines, a private space for the upper tier pass holders, considering that is kind of a selling point of the pass. Now we're up here by the Joker, and this is an area that will very much so be transformed in a matter of weeks into Oktoberfest. I know Chef Jeremy is very excited about Oktoberfest. They were talking about how the lineup is definitely going to be expanded this year in terms of food offerings. I mean, we've already seen the expansion of food offerings across the park this year. So I'd imagine with an event like Oktoberfest, they're going to go all out. And something interesting to note about this year's fall events is that Kids Boo Fest and Oktoberfest actually start a week before Fright Fest this year. Fright Fest usually starts on the Friday before those two events, but that is not the case this year. Oktoberfest and Kids Boo Fest begin on September 12th, and then Fright Fest begins a week later on September 18th, which is very strange to me. Part of me wonders if maybe they're doing this so that they can have more time to get the mazes ready. I know a lot of the Cedar Fair parks usually started a little later.
That's the mazes I was talking about.
Hershey Park,
boring
on the 12th, and usually Great Adventures in line
Hershey
with
Park.
them. So I do find it to be an interesting move. But I'd imagine there's some kind of a reason behind that decision there. This is an interesting new thing. They have refillable drinkware.
I get those every year, but that cup look nice. Like the Taz one right there in the back. Ooh, I get that.
Your Bugs Bunny or any of
In the back, that Bugs Bunny's fire
And they
too.
give you all-day refills for $8.99 when you
Fire.
purchase it
For
$19.99.
20 bucks.
You got to pay the extra, but that's actually a pretty unique thing to do. I've never seen you do this before. So
I like the cup
interestingly
though.
enough,
That
now
looks
we're over here at Main Street
original.
Market.
Like it looks like an original old school cup.
shelves,
Like,
but they
just
are. These
looks
are the
really old school. So man, I can't. I don't know, man. I love Six Flags, bro. I might have to go.
But there's still a good amount of them here. So there you go, I guess. Looks like Zach's getting his. And then as for other Bacchanal merch here, I know people have been asking about when they're going to restock. As of now, it's just water bottles here at Main Street Market, in addition to those
What the
magnets.
hell was
I'm not
sold
seeing
out?
Hoodies, T-shirts, hats, none of it here. Our final stop in looking for Bacchanal merch is looking like a bit of a bust because there are no shirts and no hoodies now. You still have plenty of water bottles, a handful of hats. There's no more than like 15 right here, maybe 10. But otherwise, there are no other shirts or hoodies. It seems like they are still currently sold out. That's going to do it for this quick video, or quick visit, rather, down here at Great Adventure, just to check out what's going on. Not really too much new. Granted, it's only been a couple days. But as we get closer to Fright Fest, things are going to ramp up, especially with daily operations ending very soon after Labor Day. So get your final summer visits in. It's not dead, that's for sure. The park is definitely comfortably crowded. So whether you're using fast lane or just coming for rope drop and managing your time efficiently, be sure to come down and have a good time before Fright Fest starts and it gets really crowded and really crazy. But all that being said,
See, that's what I didn't want to do was being crowded, but I guess I'm going during Fright Fest time, unfortunately. But we're going with that video for now. And you never know, things might change, because when I talk to you guys on the live, obviously, and I talk to you about what's going on and what I'm gonna choose, right now I'm going with this video. So with Six Flags, and I'm gonna check another video for it right now for Dorney Park. But he mentioned also Hershey Park. So now I'm in between all three and all that stuff. And I did this before where I've done a trip years back where I went to Hershey, Dorney, and we did two parks one time. And then I did something with my parents when I was much younger where we did Hershey, Dorney, and Six Flags. Like we went all the way up there and then made it to Hershey, and then Dorney, and then or whatever way it is to come back down. Dorney, Hershey, whatever it is. We did whatever those parks, and we did all three of those parks like in like a weekend or some shit, or in 4 or 5 days. I don't know. It was fun, you know what I mean? But I've done all those parks and I did it before, and I wanted to do it again where I went to every single park and do something like that. But you know, you can't go to every park, unfortunately. Well, you can, but you know, but I don't got that type of time to be going to every park like that. So and specifically, if I did do that, I would love to do a 2 or 3 day trip or 4 day trip where I do 1 day park, relax, another day park, and then relax and go home or some shit. But who knows? Maybe I'll do some shit like that and then still go live. I'm not going to go live on the walk out there because obviously I don't have a cameraman to be doing that. And yeah, I'm not streaming that way, I get at this point, but I can go live at home and then at least or at the hotel and then talk to you about it, or at least I might be at a Airbnb. So who knows? Dorney Park Fright Fest, if they even have one. I wouldn't know. I never been to this Halloween haunt. This is 10 months ago. Haunt Dorney Park full tour. So they have that. I guess I've never seen this. I've always saw Fright Fest, Six Flags type shit. So this is new to me. 11 months ago. I'm trying to get something close. 10 months ago. 11 days ago. Steel Forest, Dorney Park, Halloween haunt prep. Oh, look, we'll go with that. Is this the same kid?
is going on, everybody? And
Oh, no.
today we are here at Dorney Park to
We're
spend
here
a couple
at
hours.
Dorney Park.
So, I'll see you guys.
Almost the same type of video, I guess. So
Alrighty, guys. First ride.
been
of
on
the
this
day
ride,
is gonna be
Talon. Been on
Looks
it.
like they also put up a poster showcasing Talon's 25th anniversary, which is very, very cool.
Oh, they changed the colors since I last seen it. Wow, I haven't been there in quite some time.
It also looks like they detailed the trains and put the Talon 25th anniversary on it, which is definitely very cool. I definitely like how much they're doing.
At least they show love on it. Yep.
Just to add to the other stuff they do for the 25th anniversary, they also have all of this where it has history starting with it being built, which is super cool because I personally haven't even seen the process of this ride getting built, obviously because I wasn't alive. Also haven't seen any pictures of anything. They got coaster facts here. You guys can read that if you want to. It's very cool how much stuff they're doing for it. This is actually a really cool picture. Seeing an inverted coaster get built is definitely super, super cool because it just...
I was alive.
I mean, it just looks like you're about to drop off here.
Oh, yeah, I've been on it when I was a kid. So, like, I've been on this one, and I've been on this when I was young as shit. I've been on this when I was a teenager, and then when I was an
it's still
adult.
running
So,
great.
like,
25 years, and it is still very smooth. Great. Again,
oh,
like
so
I
if it's
always
still
say,
smooth.
always one of my favorite inverted coasters. Very smooth. Love the layout. It's just a great ride. But I think we're now going to probably head over to the other side of the park, probably towards Hydra, Steel Force, those coasters. So I will see you guys when we get over there.
He's not really walking through, so that's why I'm saying. I'm gonna still go with it though.
Title Force La Hershey, which I know I already told you guys this, but it is going to be closing for good September 7th. So make sure to get out to Hershey.
Oh, for good.
You know, as we're passing one of these shoot the shoots rides, I thought I would, talk about it. But we still do have one over here at Dorney, Whitewater Landing. So, which is pretty much the same thing. But if you guys want to get your last rides on Title Force, make sure to come to Hershey. Before September 7th, because that's the last day for it. I know we will be making our way out there before September 7th so we can get our first and last rides on Title Force, because we actually haven't ridden Title Force yet, but that'll be our first and last. But yeah, like I said, make sure to get out to Hershey before September 7th so you guys can get your last
It's
rides
crazy
on
how there's
Title
people
Force.
out there that knows like details of when things open and close, when they're starting. These are like real like coaster junkies. I'm a thrill junkie, so I'm willing to take the risk and do the fun. You know what I mean? Not get hurt, but I'm not a roller coaster junkie where I'm following roller coasters and people who's building them and what types of things and this and that. Like I don't really care for it. I just care for the safety and the thrill and having a good time on it. But it's crazy that people know this shit.
I mean, I feel like we were just at Halloween Haunt and Fright Fest, and it is just. I do love this time of year, but man, it also just says that school is coming, which obviously not excited for. Summer is coming to an end, which is definitely a shame. But I do love the Halloween time of year, especially at parks. It is a very cool time. So I'm excited, but also sad that, summer's ending. But they're definitely getting an early start on it.
Very fast summer, but really decent one. You know what I mean?
Alrighty, guys. So we
Didn't get to do much crazy thing, but
which was pretty good.
still gotta make the best of it. At least for what we got left.
Same thoughts on this coaster. The JoJo roll is great. It's a decent ride. It can be a little rough sometimes, but that's okay. I mean, it is 20 years old, so can't be super smooth. And I know Talon is 25, and it's very smooth. But it's okay. But we are actually gonna probably head over towards rides like Iron Man is Possessed, all the norm. So I will see you guys when we get over there. Alrighty, guys. So we have now made
That one right there on the left, that Aquaman looking color. Never been on that one yet.
We will
Gotta get on that.
Iron Menace. So I will see you guys after Possessed.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So we just did a ride on
Get on
Possessed,
that.
and that was great. Of course, always a great ride on Possessed. But now we are gonna head on Iron Menace. So I will see you guys after. Oh yeah, McTavish Steel. Always when we walk over here, you gotta look at it because that is probably our favorite maze here at Dorney. Especially, it's really, really good. Check it out when you come for Haunt. Looks like they also got an Acropolis set up, which is nice. My camera will focus. There we go. Which is very, very cool. They, like I said, they are starting early. They're getting these mazes up there again. The haunt, just the, the stuff up. It is very cool. Definitely, like I said, very excited for Halloween haunt. All right, guys. So Iron Man's line was a little long, so I think we're going to come back to that in a sec after we take a ride on Steel Force. It also looks like they have the rest of the Halloween haunt stuff up there. Now, I'm not 100% sure what exactly they are, whether they're mazes or they're just like, scare zones. But that probably is Halloween haunt stuff. So it's, like I said, very cool to see all this stuff happening. Alrighty, guys. So we did a ride on Steel Force, which was great. Again, I think that this is probably the best coaster in the park. It's just so great. You get some very good ejector airtime pretty much, but it's like flow ejector. But since there's only a lap bar, that's not really, it doesn't come down very far. You can't get stapled on Steel Force, which is great. But you get some very good airtime on it. So it is a very, very great ride, great Morgan Hyper. But I think we maybe will head over back to Iron Menace, something like that. But like I said, great ride on Steel Force. And then over by the exit of Steel Force, they also do have Trick or Treat up and ready. You can kind of see the sign over there a little bit. It's kind of hidden by the Coke stations. But that maze was also good. Now, they have a lot of mazes here. My favorite was definitely McTavish Steel, which we saw over by Iron Menace. Probably my least favorite was probably Blackout, which is over by Talon and over by the arcade. Now, it's the only reason is because you literally can't see anything. And that's like, it's definitely, pretty like thrilling, I guess you could say. But, I like ones where you can at least see a little bit. I don't want to be walking into walls, stuff like that. Also, I do like the ones that have very good theming. And when you can't see, you can't appreciate any of the theming. So, but over here at Acropolis, this one's outside. So if you guys are looking for a maze that's not very scary, then I would say Acropolis is probably the best one here. If you want to do something that's not scary, you want to start off small and then go to the scarier ones, because it is outside and it's not too bad. I really don't think it's that scary. Trick or Treat, again, I would say it's one of just the mid-tier mazes. You're gonna get some jump scares. It's not too bad, but you're gonna get some jump scares. My favorite maze ever that I've been in, I think, is probably Asylum at Great Adventure, or I do like McTavish Steel. That one's really, really good. Or you know what? I don't think it's actually called McTavish Steel. I think it's called something different. Every time I say McTavish Steel, it's not actually called that. That's just what it says on it. Alrighty, guys. Now it is time for Iron Menace. So I will see you guys after. Alrighty, guys. So we did a front row ride on Iron Menace, which was great. One thing though, they moved the camera. It used to be right there after the first drop. Now it's right there, right before the 0G roll, which is definitely interesting. I definitely liked it better over there because I literally knew it was there. So I was like, I posed this, and then over there I was just doing nothing because I didn't know it was over there. So wow. But just for your guys' knowledge, it is over there now. It's not right after the first drop. But still a great ride, of course. Always love Iron Menace. It is a fantastic view when you go down the first drop.
See the color of the sky.
Cool.
That's when I start getting on all the big rides all over again. Because usually I'm done with it by like 1:32. So when it starts getting darker, that's when I start jumping on the big rides again. So much better to do them at night. Gotta get on it, man.
Alrighty, guys. So they were actually gonna hop on Steel Force again. So alrighty, guys. So we just did 5 more rides on Steel Force. It is just such a great ride. A great night ride too.
Haven't been night ride, bro. Like it's so lit.
Definitely the best.
You get on it.
Anywhere you go, it's gonna be a great ride. It is such an awesome coaster. Again, like I said earlier, probably my favorite, definitely our favorite coaster here. Well, my mom likes Possess, so. And then that's also a top contender for her too. But at least for me, my favorite coaster here at Dorney. But with all that being said, we are going to be now heading out of the park. And then we're probably going to stop by, get some funnel cake or something on our way out. But we are done at Dorney Park today. We had a very good time. Of course, we only come here for not that long. We came here for like 3 hours today. And we were
3 hours look like she got that stuff done.
All the 5 nature coasters. Talon, Hydra, Possess, Iron Menace, and Steel Force 6 times. So it is just, I love this park, of course. Been coming to this park for 4 years now, so it's just great. But with that being said, I'll see you guys when we get over to either, the funnel cake factory or to the exit. So guys, for America 250, looks like they have this cake here to show it, which is pretty cool. All the parks are always doing something for 4th of July, which is definitely cool. All right, guys, so funnel cake line, as expected, is a little too long. So we're going to skip out on it for today, which is fine. But we had a great day here at Dorney. Laps still 4th of July, got rides on Talon, Hydra, still Iron Menace, Possess, all the coasters we usually do. But with that being said, guys, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
So, not bad video. Shout out to that girl. Shout out to her name was Coaster Joe. Pretty decent video. She did that 11 days ago. We used that as an example of what we might see if we decide to go to how you call that? If we decide to go to Six Flags or if we decide to go to Dorney Park. So we're still in between, not exactly sure. We still got time to make that decision. We were gonna decide right now, but we was just still on the flow of it. We just trying to gather more information and see on whether we want to do Six Flags or if we want to do Dorney Park, or we might add in Hershey Park as well. We should definitely do a check in that video for Hershey Park. I don't know when I'm gonna do it just yet, but I might do it later on. Also, I also wanted to do the Letchworth how you call it? See, I can't even get my words out. The Letchworth Village, basically director's cut. I wanted to do the live one, just where I talk about the video and what was happening. Maybe what it's just basically the walkthrough, just myself. Usually where my commentary on it. Nobody else's. I'm just talking about the video. I was gonna put it on live and do put it on YouTube for free, but I'd rather do it live when it can be just viewed as a director's cut instead of just being something where I'm doing as a video to put up. I prefer it just to be on live. It's more authentic where I talk about it compared to just being cut up again. I like authenticity, so I prefer that. And if I can give that as much as I could, I will. So at the end of the day, yeah, when I do that director's cut, it's gonna come out soon. Like I said, that's out right now. If you haven't seen it, Letchworth Village on YouTube right now. Go check it out. It's live, streaming for free on YouTube on the Galaxy Made Studios channel. And yeah, like, share, subscribe on that channel. Show some love. You know what I mean? Comment. It's a suspenseful story. So check it out. And it's a documentary story. So like, it looks documentary, but it tells you, it gives you a little small theme of what you think may be going on. So you got to use your brain. You know, obviously, you know what's up. You're going to understand what's going on. You just don't, yeah. You're going to put it all together when it comes down to it. So, and if you don't, then maybe that movie's just not for you. But other than that, anything else that's going to be shown within the Galaxy Made Studios YouTube channel would just be content, simple content that shows like trailers and what's coming up next, what we're doing, background stuff, anything that's like that, anything you want and specifically to watch and to get like season wise, or in that way will be on galaxymadestudios.com. Not launched yet, so don't go searching for it. So yeah, galaxymadestudios.com will be available soon, and that's where you can get your subscription, where you can actually watch all the full content of everything that we're doing within Vexus, early Saturday Cartoon Kids, and working on the next big film. I'm looking for a really good story right now. So right now I'm just working on early Saturday Cartoon Kids and Vexus right now, but also looking for another good story and something that's gonna put out a good hit. So anybody out there that's willing to give me a good story that they wrote or whatever, I'm willing to hear it, listen to it, give me a visual, show me something. Maybe we can just put it out there and make it happen. Especially on the Galaxy Made Studios brand, we're going to give you something that feels live, authentic, and also something you can relate to We want people to feel part of the story, not only visually but also, emotionally. Where you can relate to it. Other than that, Galaxy Made Studios is working on whatever they can. Like I said, I'm working basically alone on this, so nobody's really helping me, but I'm moving as fast as I can. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of breaks. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, but we're moving. Right now I'm with you guys talking. We've been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes basically. But other than that, yeah. Same old thing, different day. Hope everybody's on the vibe of chilling. It is 7:30 at night right now. I'm gonna be having a drink real soon. I'm about to get a little chip whip shit. And yeah, and start writing some of this stuff that I need for early Saturday Cartoon Kids. I got something that's about to drop for early Saturday Cartoon Kids where you're about to see. But it's not visually everything you want to see. It's just a brief, but boom, boom, boom. That's all I can give you right now. And then when you see it's gonna be coming out like in the next like couple of weeks. I'm literally just about done with it. I'm just like rerunning things through my head on what I want to add to it, but I just don't know if I should. I feel like it's nice the way it is, but I also feel like I need to give it a more of a juicer. And yeah, you know how it is when my creativity doesn't just do it just because I see it. You know what I mean? I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. I was never made like that. When I create, it takes time. And sometimes the first time I make something, sometimes I put it out, throw it out there without even know what the fuck I'm doing to it. So I made that mistake. But now I'm making more of a thing to where, I got to be smart about it. Make sure I'm making the better decision for not only the brand, but the company. You know what I mean? I don't want the company to look like it's trying to live up to what it's trying to live up to. So it's maintaining and making the right decision. So and especially when I'm trying to have the audience that I'm looking for, because obviously if early Saturday Cartoon Kids is not only for children and young adults, it's also for an adult who's also grew up to Saturday morning Cartoon Kids, so they can relate to a lot of the TV show cartoons that they used to watch. It's not going to be 10 episodes. It's going to be 60 episode seasons. You know what I mean? It's going to be thing. I'm pushing for, like what we used to do back then. It's going to be stuff like that. Advertisement will be very, very light, but it'll be Galaxy Made Studios advertisement mostly. If you see any other advertisement on Galaxy Made Studios stuff, it's because a deal was made, and if a deal was made, it's because of the fact that we was able to make things happen on it for a reason. You know what I mean? But other than that, you won't see me brand out another brand that isn't Galaxy Made Studios. That's just it. On Galaxy Made Studios, early Saturday Cartoon Kids, I will be clear, you will only see kids content, non-inappropriate. Non-inappropriate to where we're showing explicit stuff and doing the weird shit that they do now with cartoons. I'm talking about we're making it like it's Animaniacs, like that type of thing where you can throw some shade at something with a joke or a punchline, or like what is it? Damn, what show used to do that shit all the time too? The Pinky and the Brain and Pinky and the Brain and I can't believe it. I'm so bad with names. Pinky and the Brain, the other one. Basically them. Tiny Toons. I don't know if it's Tiny Toons or whatever it is, but basically like that type of stuff where it's appropriately accepted. You know what I mean? That's type of things I'm trying to bring back into early Saturday Cartoon Kids. So anything that's punchline like that, you're gonna see. Other than that, if you don't see that, you're watching specifically something that's gonna make you feel like you're watching something on Fox Kids, on UPN 9, WB Kids, on JetX when it was out, on all these cartoon shows they used to watch back then, Fox Family, all the shows they used to watch that make you feel like a kid back then. That's the vibe I'm reaching on early Saturday Cartoon Kids. That's the vibe. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're going to be like, oh, shit. He's bringing back that time. Yes, Galaxy Made Studios is bringing back that time where early Saturday Cartoon Kids. So stay with me. when it comes to Vexes, Vexes is a show about what it's about to be about. Yeah, that's all I can give you. I'm not gonna keep going into that because I keep saying what the show is every most thing, but I'm not gonna keep saying it every time. Vexes is a show that basically is gonna be coming out soon. The first episode is as best is gonna be out in December, but it's being recorded now, which is why I still got this hair in the first place. It's being recorded because now I'm in the works of talking to a lot of things because now I'm in motion with stuff, but I am also in the matter of dealing with certain things as well. So be patient. We're trying to get that out on December 1st. Episode will drop as best as possible. Other than that, it will be on the Galaxy Made Studios accounts. Website address, which is galaxymadestudios.com. That's when it'll be launching. Other than that, I hope to see you guys then when we are launching that. Hope you guys get the subscription you need for you to thing. It's not going to be expensive. I promise you, you guys, I'm not here to rob nobody. I'm just here to get as much viewers and people to support what I'm doing as best as possible. And that's as cheap as possible if I could. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to rob nobody. Yes, I want the money. Yeah, everybody wants the money, but I'm not here to make the money. I'm here to help the people make the money. I'm going to make the money regardless of it because it's a company I build, but I'm building something to help people make money for themselves, to work and do things that they don't normally do on a basis. People that want to be in backgrounds, people that wants to be an actor, writer, editor, stuff like that. I'm trying to put them into all that. So you can do that in Galaxy Made Studios. You just got to work with me in order for things. If I feel like you're talented to do it, we're gonna make moves, we're gonna make things happen. So if you ever want to hit me up, you know how to hit me up. I say it all the time. Go to my galaxymadestudios.com, give me a DM shout on Instagram, Galaxy Made Studios. You can hit me up on that if you're interested in any of those type of positions. Hit me up on TikTok on Roy T. Rodriguez, Steven Rodriguez on Facebook. You can DM me there if you have my phone number and you already know me and you're just still interested and want to be part of this join. Hit me up. We're making moves on it. Like I said, I don't mind giving you a part. You just got to be serious about it and don't waste my time. That's what I'm saying. Don't waste my time or yours. It's just it'll be stupid. Don't waste mine or yours. Let's work. Let's get things moving. And that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not here for no funny games. I'm here for a good time and to make things happen. So, yeah. Well, other than that, if you're interested, you know how to get to me. That's the best way. Or, email me at galaxymadestudios at gmail.com. That's the best way to get to me as well. Or hit me up on a live or something. Hit me up on my Instagram, Roy T. Rodriguez, XX Roy T. Rodriguez, XX, that second one. Your choice. Gotta get me, bro. You gotta get me somehow if you're gonna try to work with Galaxy Made Studios. I already got hit up where somebody's trying to buy my company and I'm not giving out my company without, like ain't no way. Ain't no negotiation, ain't no phone call, none like that. Just a ugly email from somebody who thought they was gonna buy my company probably for some cheap shit. And I'm not saying maybe it was cheap because I didn't even hear them out. But at the end of the day, I never got the viewing to it. So I just saw the email. And no offense, I just was not interested. This is something that I was building, and I hope to build to be the best. I'm not saying I don't need help because I do. I need a sponsor, though. I don't need somebody to want to buy my company. I want somebody to help me build the company. You know what I mean? But that's the goal. And anybody who's interested, you know what to do. Like I said, I don't need to be saying it consistent or constantly. Other than that, we're about to end this live because of the fact that we didn't make a decision on whether we're going to Six Flags or Dorney yet. But we're going to come back and make that decision real soon. Trust me. We're going to make that decision because we're going to check out another video. And then we're going to decide whether we're going to add Hershey into that. If not. But other than that, we're going to see which one we're going to go to when it comes to Fright Fest because we want to go to the best one. I'm used to the Six Flags stuff, but I also need to get on some stuff that I didn't get on. And then when it comes to Dorney Park, a lot of stuff is in there that I didn't get on because they tossed stuff down, they like destroyed stuff, and then they added new stuff, and I haven't been there in quite some time, so I would like to give it another visit. And Hershey Park, I've been there like 2-3 years ago. I would like to show myself in there again one day again too. They got a Candemonium, which was pretty fire ass roller coaster. It was a good time. But other than that, that's the last thing I remember really being on that was new in there. But I don't really know how the Fright Fest goes in there. when it comes to Halloween. But I guess I'm gonna look at the videos a little more when it comes to the next live. I don't know. It probably either be tomorrow or it might be later on tonight. You never know. We'll see. But other than that, I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody stay chill. You already heard me talk earlier about mental health and taking care of yourself and being strong as you can. Like life can fuck with you, so mentally as a man or female, life can really fuck with you. So take care of yourself is the main thing. Life has been fucking with me, so it's been taking me into spiral central that I've been having for the last 3 weeks since I've been in this new place. I'm just coming to a yeah, it's just been a lot. You know what I mean? And I said enough earlier if you was here earlier to hear it, but yeah, I'm just mentally in a space where I didn't think I would be at. And I feel like I don't like to make excuses about it, and I feel like I'm doing that when I talk to people about it. So at this point I feel like I'm learning to now get past the hardship of it and move on to what I can accept now. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing I can say about that. I guess if you understand anything of what that means. Just move on and do the best you can and things. Trying to, like I said, I'm every day trying to be a better person. I'm not trying to be a bad person, but sometimes I got shit that I gotta keep saying because I got issues, or I'm direct and I'm very blunt. So if I say something off the back, I'm gonna say it, you know what I mean? Like, so those things, it's just the way I am, but always trying to aim to be a better person every day. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be disrespectful to nobody. Like I said, I don't disrespect people on a regular in general. I'm always nice with people. I'm always good with people. I'm never in a negative mindset with normal people in general. If I'm in negative with something, it's because me and you are really close and something had happened between me and you. But other than that, I'm never in any problems. I don't got no personal issues like with people outside. You know what I mean? I don't got no issues at all. Like anybody I had issue with, like I don't even give a fuck about that. That shit that shit died for me probably like after it happened. After I was all said and done with it, I was just like over it. I wasn't gonna be like nobody's friend or anything like that. So, you know, like I don't look for nobody that doesn't look for me. That's just it. But other than that, yeah. Like I was saying, don't let shit beat you. And I learn it, you know, every day. Try to be a better person and try to live for the next day and do what you have to do and be strong, because sometimes things don't go the way you want it to, but at the same time you got to accept that not everything's going to go your way and not everything you can control. So if you can't control certain things, let it go. You know what I mean? And I'm learning that more than ever. That's the hardest thing for me, letting things I can't control go, because I'm really so controlling to an extent to where I'm not going to control a person, what they do or how they do things. I'm just gonna control the factor around the person or the situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna control that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make nobody do nothing, but I'm gonna make the situation not go the way I want. Like I want it to go the way I want it to go. So like, and the only reason why I'm like that is because if I don't take control and I let somebody else take control and it goes bad, I knew I should have took control. So that's why I keep it to an extent to where I just don't take control when I don't need to, and learning that not everything is in your control. You know what I mean? You got no control of everything every single time. So that just comes with learning through life. And sometimes when you're in a mental break of certain things, it can, like I said, it can fuck with you mentally, physically, and you just need to focus on, you know, being in your own mindset, your own brain. You know what I mean? Don't give yourself a lot of hardship just because you can't give yourself something you want because of somebody else, which is out of your control. So basically that's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, I'm learning it every day, and I think I'm learning a lot more, sometimes the hard way and sometimes in a way to where it's understanding. But other than that, I think I'm doing a lot better as a person and what I'm doing in general. So that's why I say whatever I talked about earlier, and you guys heard it, just a bunch of stuff that went through the last few days that I didn't talk to you guys and just chilled. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the worst things in the world. The way I'm making it seem like it wasn't like the craziest things in the world, but it was just like, for me, it was a mental thing. For me, I've been going through a mental thing, so I've been beating myself up about life and what I've been going through and how I got to go through things. So, and how I'm doing things on my own. So, you got to go through it. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. So that's what I talked about earlier, and that was it. But other than that, anybody that jumps on a live saw my conversation. Like I said, it's straight up. We blunt. Nothing else. It's just static. We giving you what we do and what we talk about. Other than that, I don't really talk about my personal life all the time. So just be happy with what you get if you understand it. If not, you don't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You're probably not gonna understand it because I live a life of different decisions where everybody don't make the same decisions as I do, and there's people that does every day that makes the same decision I do. I just don't do it the same way the people that are around me like that. So if that's how I see it. That's why I say I don't make the decisions the same way. But at the end of the day, if you jump on this live, you already know it's all static. We talking shit. It is what it is. We out here. We had the topic of where we was going to Six Flags. Dorney didn't make that decision yet, but the next time we do go on, we're gonna make that decision. And then we also talked about the Halloween and Christmas push and all that stuff. So if you guys get on the live, show some love, give a comment, say any comment, don't matter. Talk about what I was talking about. If you had something to say, if you relate to it, it ain't gonna make me feel no type of way. I'm saying it for real. You guys don't know anything in detail. So like you guys understand from what I'm giving you. I'm not giving you everything. Obviously you see there's a thing there, but you don't know what the thing is or what's going on or what's mentally been breaking people or me or the persons or anybody around me, and stuff like, shit like that. So you don't know the business. You just know the brief. That scared me. The brief statement. You just know the brief statement of how I explained what was going on for the brief time. Anyway, but yeah, after all that, we was talking about that topic and then went to the other topic. And then other than that, we talked about the boxing. I'm just lingering, just talking shit because I'm trying to make the 2 hours because I'm at 151 already. So I'm just keep on lingering, talking the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. My voice is kind of hurting. I ain't gonna lie either. That's crypto, by the way. Yeah, I got a crypto. He's literally crypto, like the dog himself. If you see crypto, obviously I'm Superman. I'm the last son of Krypton. I am him. I'm not Clark. I'm Steven. Roy T. Rodriguez. Come on. Like I'm the original last son. I'm him. I'm the guy. I got crypto. I got my other son. I got my first son. He's what is it? Superboy. And then I got my second son. And obviously Superboy is the next king. I'm the king. Superboy is the next king. And my second son is he's the second prince. So anybody that know me know how I roll. I got a crypto, and that's his little ass barking it. If you heard him. Yeah, I'm still trying to burn time, just talking shit. Whatever's coming out. Whatever idea is coming out, because we're gonna kill this at the 2 hour mark because we have been going off for 2 hours straight, which is a great thing. Because usually I cut it off by like 1:30, like a minute and 30. I mean, hour and 30 minutes, but I stood on for 2 hours just talking and mumbo jumbling. I was trying to give you a little something because I know I haven't been on in quite some time. Just gave you a little brief statement of what went on in my life and also what was we had on topics. But the next time I'll see if I come in with a little more topics to talk about, because I wrote those topics when I was at work because I just saw some videos and I was just like, let me give y'all a little something to talk about. But other than that, that's the main things I wanted to talk about today. Live your life, people. Don't stay dormant, man. Don't be a couch potato. Don't stay in the house. Don't do none of that stuff, especially if you're going through things. this is all advice, by the way. This is from experience and from what I see, because I see other people go through things too on when they stay home and all that stuff. But live it, bro, because sometimes things happen and you can't change it, and sometimes things don't happen and you can change it. So, bro, just live, bro. I'm telling you, man, and this is what I'm trying to do. The main thing is trying to do is maintain and stay like locked in, bro. That's the main thing. And I got my on and offs. I got my days, obviously, because every man or every female got their days where they're not motivated to do something. But it is what it is, bro. Stay locked in as much as you can. If you stop one day, get back up and do it again. You know what I mean? Don't give up. Time is money, and money can't buy time, bro, at all. Tell you that right now. If anybody can stop Father Time, they would. And I could tell you the two main things you can't stop is Father Time and Mother Nature. You can't stop those two things. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. That's it. You can't stop those. And it's unfortunate that you can't stop those two things, because those are the most powerful things that can take you out. It's just facts. But at the end of the day, don't stay home. Don't be a couch potato. Don't be a hermit. Life is too short. It's always a learning lesson. Pay attention to your intuition. Biggest thing I would tell you, pay attention to your intuition. If something's telling you something's off, go with your gut feeling. Do not go with what you think maybe think. Go with your fucking gut, because sometimes certain things can get you into positions that you should have not been in, or you could have got out of. You know what I mean? And like I said, I learned that from things. I've seen people. I've seen a couple of my friends go through things. Just karma's a bitch sometimes. So I would say, like, go with intuition, man. Like, don't be low vibrated. Don't do the crazy things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pay attention to the people around you, because not every person around you is a good person just because they say so. Like, stay sharp, bro. You know what I mean? As much as I may say it, I'm not the sharpest, but I try to be as sharp as a fucking knife. You know what I mean? But because if somebody's gonna stab me, if I'm sharp, they get stabbed first. If somebody tries to stab me, mine's sticking out sharp first anyway. And so, like, I'm gonna get you before you stab me. So that's how I see it. As much as I might not be as sharp as everybody's knife, but you know what I mean, I'm penetrating some skin somehow, because I just know not everybody should, like I said, is for you. So like I said, don't play hermit mode. Don't do any of that stuff. People go through stuff. Everybody go through things. You know what I mean? Stay clear. And I like talking about this type of stuff too, because it gets the idea, and it should push the narrative that pay attention to your surrounding, and your intuition is very important, but also don't not live life either. You know what I mean? Experience life. You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't go out there and be fucking hating the world, or fucking like sit there and be like, oh, the world's after me, because I've been there. I've done that shit. I fucking felt like the world is coming after me, but not everybody's coming after you. You know what I mean? It's just people who probably closest to you is the one that wants to make you feel as worse as they do. But at the end of the day, pay attention to that type of shit. Like I said, use intuition, use idea, pay attention to what they say to you, how they react to you, what they do, or their response to you. You know what I mean? It tells you exactly their personality and thing. And then it's your choice to what you do after it, man. You can make the decision either to play that fucking game with them, or you just end that shit. You end it. Call it a time. Call it, say, just be like, it ain't for me. I say end it if it ain't for you. Don't go along with it, because it can get worse, so you can just get worse. If you do the shit that I used to do, or, if you in the type of vibes or anything, I think you play a game with the games like that, when the game gets played a certain way, the decisions get made differently. You know what I mean? And sometimes people got to get hurt doing those type of things. Not physically, but emotionally. You know what I mean? Like, emotionally, they're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? They're going to get hurt because somebody decided to play a game that they shouldn't have. And because that game became out to be the way it was, you or that person or whoever might have might be a big problem in it. So, like I say, if you're gonna play a game, just know the game you're playing. It's not meant for everybody. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes people gotta learn the hard way. Sometimes gotta hurt people learn the easy way. And I've learned both. So I say from experience is experience. But we are about to hit the 2-hour mark and be finished with this. We are about to call it a day. But I probably will call it a day. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get on after this because of the fact that I'm just gonna start doing what I have to do now. And work on the early Saturday Cartoon Kids so I can give you guys some good content. But you already know we've been on all the last 2 hours talking shit. I'm sorry, I just been all over the place. Excuse me. My mind has been all over the place the way I've been talking. I just haven't been getting my words out the way I probably been wanting to get out. But thank you, whoever comes onto the live, for showing love. We've been talking about a couple of topics. Nothing dramatic, nothing crazy, just a little bullshit, regular old thing. Next time we come on, probably talk about a little more, probably what's going to go on next. But thank you guys for coming out to the Static Mike live event. You already know it's a sponsored Galaxy Made Studios live event for Static Mike. You already know. We on the channel. Find us on the Static Mike channel on YouTube. You can also go to Galaxy Made Studios on YouTube. Go to what is that? Royalty Rodriguez on Kick if you want to see me on there, because we also on live, and also OG Royalty Rodriguez on Twitch if you want to see on live there as well. But other than that, everything else will be on the Static Mike live. We do everything live there, no matter what. Everything's always live on this channel, and it's always sponsored by Galaxy Made Studios, so you always see that sponsorship right there. Galaxy Made Studios. It's your boy Royalty Rodriguez, and thank you for coming to the Galaxy Made Studios live event. And you already know, every time you come to the show, you got to bring the static. You already know. Stay royalty, everyone. Peace.